guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is episode 2 of r/Fatlogic. And before starting, I wanted to clarify some things, say some things. And first of all, I'm really surprised that anybody else watched last video and it wasn't me or my mom or something like that. And that's really nice. I was pleasant surprise. Like, wasn't not a lot of people, of course, but still, I'm really happy for everybody that watched it, everybody that reacted to it and comment. And this is the other reason why I want to say some things. There was some comments of people saying that my audio was really bad last video, and I know, and I apologize for it, but I really appreciate this feedback because it was my first video. I still don't know a lot about editing and audio settings and things like that. I don't have a mic, anything like that. And as I said, I didn't expect anybody else to watch it. It's not an excuse. I did my best still, but I didn't. I confess I didn't put that much effort into it. But I'm trying to improve it. I'm trying to speak a little bit louder. I hope this will help you guys understand me better. I will see what can I do in terms of audio settings and improving the quality of my audio. Uh, so yeah, I hope you guys stick along with me, my journey to improve the quality of my videos, and be patient. And I really appreciate your feedback. So keep giving me your advices, your opinions, and what you think about my videos. And I really hope you enjoyed this one. So let's get started with this post. Today they are special, like they are really bad. So this gonna be good. Um, the first one is a really big text about diabetes, and they say the idea that you can reverse your diabetes with weight loss is a pervasive one, but weight loss doesn't cure diabetes. It only makes it for the time you can maintain the weight loss. As we already know, weight loss is temporary for most people. There are always outliers, but recommending interventions based on outliers is bad medicine. When you lose weight, you may see improvements in blood sugars. The body is starving for food, and so, yes, it gets better at utilizing the energy you do give it. Because weight loss requires to eat less than what your body actually wants and needs, and because you don't live an actual I'm sorry, live in an actual famine and there is food around, most people will almost always fall off the diet, and the body will busy itself getting the amount of energy it actually wants and needs. Weight is regained and insulin resistant issues, probably in no small part due to the inflammation diet seems to cause. And sometimes weight loss doesn't help at first at all. Here's a true story from my self-care for diabetes co-host Glennis Oyster. And they are gonna tell us the true story. Let's read it. So here's the story. When I was an intern, a gentleman came to the clinic I was rotating through. A few months before he'd been diagnosed with diabetes. He was beaming in our appointment. I lost 30 pounds since my diagnosis. I looked at his latest labs. His A1C was very high. It had trended up since his diagnosis. I said, "What did you do to lose weight?" He said, "I bought a juicer and have been mostly just drinking what I juice." So he lost weight, but his diabetes didn't improve because he started on juice, much of it vegetables, some of it fruit, with no fiber, protein, fat, or starch to balance out meals. He had vegetables and fruit in the form of liquid, but not much else. In this case, his weight loss didn't help him. We have many stories like this one. We also have stories where our clients gain some weight but normalize their eating by stopping dieting and letting go of diet. Mentally, and their A1C improved, Bodies don't actually like to starve. They need food, intentional weight loss, increased inflammation. Diabetes is an inflammatory condition. Do you see the cycle perpetuated by dieting? There is a better way to take care of yourself, and it's not with dieting and weight loss. We created an excellent free guide on how to start taking care of yourself with diabetes the non-diet way. The link, uh, um, I don't know whatever that is. And the image say weight loss doesn't cure diabetes. And like I don't know a lot about diabetes. I do have a history of diabetes in my family. My grandma had it, and she actually passed away due to complications of diabetes. And this particularly annoys me so much because like they started by saying that you cannot reverse diabetes with weight loss, and because you only like have a temporary effect, like people don't keep the weight off, so when they gain the weight back, they gain like the diabetes back, basically. And they say, oh, of course they use outliers, but you cannot practice medicine based on outliers. But then they use a story to give it as example of what's happening, and they using an outlier, in my opinion, because what they are talking about is a person that, yeah, lost weight by juicing. And like anybody that has a little bit of knowledge about weight loss and nutrition knows that juicing is not the best option in weight loss at all, because drinking your calories is already a mistake. It doesn't matter if you're drinking your calories in the form of like soda and like sugary drinks and things like that, or you're juicing, you're juicing vegetables and fruits, because one, you're losing important nutrients when you juice your fruits and vegetables. You're losing fiber, and these are still carbohydrates. And carbohydrates, they are all converted in sugar when you get to your body, when you eat it. So it doesn't matter if you're eating like straight up sugar or if you're eating rice. Like your body will understand as carbohydrate and will convert it as sugar. So if you have diabetes, like I don't talk about the type 2, of course, because the type 1 diabetes is genetic and the type 2 is lifestyle based. So the type 2 diabetes, of course, will be affected by you drinking a lot of carbs. And as the post even says, like they weren't taking any like fat or protein to balance out the carbohydrate intake. So this person probably would be really, really hungry all the time, and then will drink the juice and they will spike the insulin because no carbs. So of course the diet this person chose to lose the weight wasn't a diet that was good for their diabetes. But losing weight can and will, of course, improve your diabetes if you have a type of diet that is lower in carbohydrates, no high protein, high fat, low carbs, and just for you changing your lifestyle. Like nobody get diabetic, uh, and then again, I'm talking about the type 2. Nobody gets to this point without eating a large amount of sugar and carbohydrates. So if you change that, if you reduce it a significant amount of carbs that you eat, you will improve your blood sugar and it will improve your diabetes. And it's so infuriating for me when they say, yeah, but it's only temporary, like once you we will go off your diet and then your diabetes will come back. Yes, like I, for example, I grew up with high cholesterol. When I was like 12, I already had like my cholesterol was really, really high. And also recently, I had some lab results that give me the diagnosis of high triglycerides. And yeah, like if I eat well and if I reduce the amount of food that fast food and high sugar, high carb high processed foods, my cholesterol and my triglycerides get, well, like I can probably right now, if I redo the lab exams, my triglycerides will be fine because I'm eating well now. But of course, if I just let it go, as already happened before, and start eating again as I used to before, my triglycerides will go back up. Like it's obvious. Like if you have some type of metabolic problem, no cholesterol, diabetes, triglycerides, even like high blood pressure or something like that, you will have to take care of what you eat, and you have to watch it like for the rest of your life. It's annoying, of course, but it's part of life. Like if you want to have a healthy and long life, you have to be careful with that. You have to watch what you eat. You're not gonna be able to eat whatever you want, whenever you want. And it's something I always talk about. Like it's so easy for people to understand that when it comes to food allergies and food sensitivity. You know, if somebody is lactose intolerant, like, and they don't eat lactose, and like nobody's like freaking out about it. Like, oh my god, you're having an eating disorder or you're not healthy or something like that. Like they understand that this person, like, they're not allowed to eat the same way that everybody else, and it sucks sometimes. It can be annoying, can be inconvenient. You have to put a lot of more effort and thought in what you eat, but it's something that is necessary for you to have a good health. So with diabetes and cholesterol and all things like that, it's the same. Like you have to take care of your eating, of your exercise, and your weight will reflect that. So it's a good way to the doctor to assess if you're following a good diet, if you're losing the weight, probably with her exceptions, of course, but probably you are changing your habits, you know. So, and this is just stupid. I'm sorry. And like in the beginning of the text, like they are saying that the problem was the starvation, like it was the inflammation that the diet caused. Like, and when when you know that eating like a high carb, high processed foods diet leaves your body in a high state of inflammation. Like it's the food you eat that causes inflammation, not the food you're not eating. And they also talk about like yeah, like some people lose weight and their diabetes doesn't get cured, and some people gain weight and the diabetes improve. But yeah, like just the weight by itself, like the story they gave us, like about the guy that was juicing, of course, is not an indication that your diabetes will go up or down. Normally, it's what will happen because you change your eating and improve your habits. But in the example they gave, some people that gain weight but change their habits and the diabetes improve. Yeah, like sometimes this person will eating fewer calories but eating high sugar and high carbs, and then this person start eating more calories, but more calories with more protein and fat and other things that doesn't affect that much their blood sugar. So they will gain weight, but they're eating better foods for their diabetes. So you can't overeat good food. You know, you can gain weight in a healthy diet because it comes down to calories in, calories out. This okay. So let's go to the next one because it gets better. The next one is our weight is not something to manage because our weight is not something that we can exercise control over. People of all sizes can be healthy, and we don't need to manage our weight to better health. We don't need our bodies to be managed or controlled by arbitrary standards set by an industry that does not have our best interests in mind. And yeah, like you cannot control your weight like minimally, and like specific. Like today I wanna weigh 150 pounds. Not that's not like this works, but you can control the amount of food and the amount of exercise you do and the quality of food that you eat that will make your weight go up and down. It's not that simple. It's not like something that you can just push a button and then you'll gain and lose weight. No, it's not like that. But you can. Like for some people, it'll be harder than for others. But as I said before, like there is like it's inconvenient sometimes. It is annoying sometimes. Like it seems unfair now because you'll have to put more effort into it. But you can do it. It's possible. And both ways, like gaining weight. Like I know some people that really want to gain weight and they struggle with that, and it's hard for them, but they put an effort in, and it is possible. It's not easy. It's not simple. It's not like that. But they they are able to it. And losing the weight is the same thing. It's harder for some people. It demands a lot of effort and demands a lot of discipline and a lot of organization, and planning, but it's doable. It's possible. It can take longer for some people, it can be quicker for others, uh, but it's doable. And they say that now you can manage your way to better health. Of course you can. Like there is some things that can get out of our control. Some people get some disease for apparently no reason, and bad things happen, no matter what. But you can control your health. You can make sure that your health is the best possible. You know, you cannot like micromanage everything, but because there's a lot of environmental and a lot of genetics, and a lot of things that contributes to our health that are out of control. But there are a lot of things that depend on us, and we can do something about it. We can control our health and can improve it, and we can, like uh, get worse, make it worse. And, and they say like we don't need our bodies to be managed or controlled by standards set by the industry. Guys, yeah, of course there is a diet industry. There is like a lot of people that profit from it, but not necessarily. You can improve your health by just eating more vegetables. And I don't know, at least you consider like the people like farmers and things like that part of the diet industry because they grow vegetables. Like you're not benefiting this industry by eating more vegetables and drinking more water, unless you consider this diet industry too. And you can move your body for free. Like you can do like at home workouts without paying anything at all. Like you can go for a walk. It's free. You can, as you say, that like the shoe company is diet industry, then it may be contributing. You know, but you can go for a walk. You can dance on your living room with your favorite song, unless you think that this singer singing and you moving your body to it is, the, you know what I'm saying. Like, you can. There is a lot of ways that you can lose weight and improve your health without contributing to a specific diet industry, like to weight loss programs or like Weight Watchers and Octavia and this absurd things, or even like without a gym membership or a personal trainer. You can do all of this for by yourself. Like as I said before in the first video, I myself am on a weight loss journey, and like for most part I didn't spend anything at all. Like uh, the only thing that I would do is buy like separately more fruits and vegetables, because here where I live, like the people here are not really used to it. And because I wasn't caring about my health, I wasn't caring about it, so I would buy it too, and just eat the same as them. But then I started to put a little bit more of effort on buying more vegetables and preparing my own salads, my own fruits, my own food. Uh, so yeah, like you can say that I spent a little bit more money on that, but at the same time I'm eating less of the other food that I was eating before, so kind of balance out. I didn't pay for a gym membership. I mostly do at home workouts now with YouTube videos and things like that, and free apps that you can download it on your phone that give you like some tips and some exercise to follow. If you're interested in counting calories, you can do it in a free app also. You'll probably have to buy a scale if you want to like measure accurately. So you have this, but you can also not do that. If you don't want them, and you can buy a scale. You don't have to. Also, you know, like you can do a lot of things. You can pay for some things, but you can do all of this without. Like recently, I invested in some like bands, like some workout like bands, resistant bands, and also in a mat. But I got like the cheapest one that I found because it got to a point when I felt like my workouts were being like not the best that it could be because not I didn't have the right equipment, but I didn't need it until like more than 1 year and I still don't need it. I still don't use it all the time. It helps, but if you don't have it, you can totally do it. So this mindset, and I had this mindset before I started my weight loss journey. I was constantly saying like, I know I'm sedentary, I know I need to improve my health. So once I get a job that pays enough, I will get a gym membership, and then I'll go to the gym, and then I'll be able to work out. But then I realized like if I kept waiting to this moment, I'll probably never do it. So I started by myself. So yeah, like you just have to start it with something. If you're waiting to have the right amount of money, or if you think you're benefiting some type of industry, like you're just fooling yourself and you're just hurting yourself on the process. It's not something that you can just boycott. Like I will get 500 pounds because I don't want to contribute to the diet industry. Like you're hurting yourself. You're not hurting anybody else. Just take care of your health. Just take care of yourself by yourself for yourself. So the next one is a Google search, and the person search for preventing obesity, and it pops up like an ad saying obesity is not your fault, obesity is not a choice. This ad was published by theinterrupt.org, which it says that was paid for with support from Novo Nordisk. And Novo Nordisk is a manufacturer that manufactures and market pharmaceutical products and service, especially diabetes care, medications and devices. They say like follow the money, and yeah, like is an ad saying like it's okay, stay obese. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not your fault. It's not your choice. Just keep eating, keep living your life. There's not a problem. And then this person follows this advice, and then are benefiting a company that send you that sells you medication for diabetes. It's really ironic, because they always talking about the diet industry and how like being anti-diet is being anti-capitalist, and at the same time they keep eating in a way that they are of course benefiting the food industry, the fast food industry, and also the pharmaceutical industry. And for sure, like all these industries, they profit so much more than the diet industry profit with weight loss, way more. And this is sad, people are hurting themselves and they follow for that and they're getting sick, and people don't really care about their well-being, they just care about the money. It's really, really sad. And the last one is like the post on yourself is not Fatlogic, but it's talking about something I found really interesting. They say what they say. I actually eat way less than I should. My body is just like constantly in starvation mode, which is why I'm fat and I'm literally impossible to lose weight. I eat nothing at all, really. I'm sorry, guys, if you're hearing a dog barking, my dog is just waiting nuts for no reason. Apparently, she does that. I don't know what to do, and I don't know when she's gonna stop doing it. So I'm really sorry about that, but I'm not gonna lose my train of thought. And that's the time that I have to record it because I don't know, it might get even louder, like the noises in this house later. So I need to do this now. So they say, while we're here, I never give my car gas ever. It runs perfectly fine despite this. I check my fuel gauge every morning and I have more gas in the tank than before I drove. This makes sense to me. And this one is really, really funny for me. And, like starvation mode is so stupid because, no, they believe like if you're not eating, your body will gain weight. I don't know where, and it's just not do not makes any sense. Like if you're not eating, and it's funny because like if you eat like one cookie instead of two, they say you have a ED and you're not eating enough, and you have the AED, like the restricted one. And they love to accuse everybody that lost weight of having that. But at the same time, like if you're not eating, you're gonna gain weight. So if they're fat, they are not actually eating because they're gaining weight. But no, like what's going on here? Like why your this argument is used? And it's so interesting for me because they say like I love being fat and there's nothing wrong with being fat and love myself the way I am. And then at the same time they look at someone trying to lose weight and they say, yeah, it's not gonna work. This is bad because it will make you fat. Like what? um, that doesn't make sense. Uh, there's no such thing as starvation mode. Like of course, like if you're eating like way low calories, you can have like a metabolic adaptation, which will make your body require less and less calories to function, and then your calorie requirements will be lower and lower, and then once you hit plateau you'll have to readjust your calories down, and if you're already eating too little you're not gonna have room to move, like so it is important, like if you're starting your weight loss journey, that you don't drop your calories too low, because when you get to a point when your body adapts to it, you will have to readjust it and then you have room to do so. So that's normal, like throughout weight loss journey, especially like a long one, like if you have 100 pounds or more to lose, you have to do some adaptations with your calorie intake, because a 500 pounds body, it burns way more calories than a 200 pounds body. So you have to adapt some things. But you're not gonna start like gaining weight without eating. Like that's not how it works. You're probably gonna hit maintenance. Gonna your weight loss will start slowing down because because you already lost a lot of your water weight. So it get a little bit harder to lose the last few pounds than it was to lose the first ones. But you're not gonna get fat. You're not gonna gain weight by not eating. That's not how it happens. And some people have different metabolism, of course. Like as I said before, some people have to put more effort into losing weight, and it is annoying and it seems unfair, but it's just how life works. But it's not like that. Like it's not impossible for someone. Like there is no such thing as someone that cannot lose weight. Everybody can. It's harder for some people. It's annoying sometimes. It can be stressful, but it's possible for everybody to gain or lose weight, no matter what. Like unless you have like a really rare condition. I think there is a woman that cannot gain weight no matter what she eats, and it's a condition. It's rare. She is known for that. So yeah, like maybe you have like a rare condition, but it's still like if you're not eating, your body will not find calories anywhere. Like you're not just gonna create calories. Like energy doesn't create itself. No, it's converted. So have to eat something to be converted in fat. Is the way your body um, stock energy. Basically, I'm not a specialist on that, so I'm not gonna explain properly, but you know what I mean. Like you have to eat, and then what you eat, it's converted in energy in your body, and it utilizes energy to breathe and do your normal body functions to keep living, and also you use this energy by exercising and moving your body. And the energy you don't utilize is like storage as fat. And if you're eating less than you're spending, you're gonna lose weight because you're gonna start to utilizing the storage you have, like the extra energy that you consumed before. Like if you're saving money, for example, like if you're spending less than you gain, you're saving money, and then you have like some money savings that you can utilize once you're not gaining the same amount of money, And then once you utilize all the money, you're broke. It's a, I don't know, it's the best analogy to do, but it's pretty much the same, Like if you're not spending energy, your body will keep it as fat, and then once you're eating less, your body will utilize this fat to give you energy. So, like a really big person, like a 600 pounds person, will take really, really long for them to really starve themselves to death or something like that because they have a lot of energy storage. And I'm not saying that this is what you're supposed to do, it's not the healthy way to lose weight, but it's what would happen, you know. Uh, so yeah, like this is the starvation mode. I can do a specific video, like more thorough researching about it, with articles or something like that, if you guys are interested on it, because it's a really, really stupid concept for me. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was planning on doing like one video a week or more. Last week I could not record it because I was sick. I getting better now. My voice is a little bit weird, maybe because I still have a stuffed nose, a little bit of a headache, but I'm better. Uh, so probably like next week I will try to do at least 2 videos because I really enjoy it. I really missed recording it. I really missed reading these jokes. For me, they're jokes because it cannot be serious. Like, oh my god, I get a little bit angry about it, but I really like it. I really have fun reacting to it and making these videos. I really missed it. So I will try to be more regular about it. So once again, if you have any feedback that want to give me about it, please leave below, like anything about my audio, about my editing, about the ideas on the videos. I know my accent is a little weird. I don't know. Uh, I'm Brazilian, so I have an accent. Not sorry for that, but I know it can get in the way sometimes. I'm trying to speak like more clearly and more louder. So I hope it's better this time, the audio, and you're able to understand me better. But please keep giving me advices and feedback about anything at all. Like I will appreciate anything at all because I'm just starting. I don't know anything about it. I never did it before. But nonetheless, video I really just needed to do it, because I was procrastinating. I was waiting to the perfect conditions, and I realized I would not have it. Never. Like I just started, and I'm happy I did. So I'm gonna keep improving for the next ones. I promise you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you enjoy it, please give it a like. If you're not, please subscribe and leave a comment and share if you're like someone else to watch it. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you next one. Bye.